What's up guys, John here. In an Overwatch patch, just like in life, there are people who come out of the other end smelling like roses, and some that end up with mud on their face. 1.7 was no exception, and here are the winners and losers of the latest update. McCree had the fastest draw this time around. This one may not be immediately obvious, but thanks to the tank meta falling off a bit, everyone's favorite time-telling cowboy may be making a comeback. Soldier 76 was previously the preferred pick due to buffs and his utility coming in extremely handy against tanks, but it also helped that his fire rate is far faster than McCree's, shredding the tanks. But McCree's the master of dueling, and since we'll be seeing a lot more DPS running around than usual, it'll be important to be able to clutch out those moments. Lucio is up next. This may sound like a cop-out, but Lucio's ability to wall ride backward is going to change everything. Not only does this give him brand new ways to defend a payload from being pushed forward, it also virtually eliminates the need for a skilled player to touch the ground at all, meaning it's going to be much harder to predict where those heals are coming from. Being able to wall ride backward and forwards also means that Lucio can reach new heights and maps, leading to flanking boops that just weren't possible before. And last but not least is Roadhog. The changes to Roadhog's hooks were at first seen as a nerf, though the initial changes that allowed players to use thin objects to break line of sight are gone. What remains is Roadhog's ability to get environmental kills with this hook at less than 180 degrees and one-shot virtually every character in the game. And after D.Va's nerf, even her mech is being two-shot. You can also be in a small room or around a quarter and peek quickly with Roadhog. If you land a hook or even throw run out at random and catch someone, you can then turn 90 to 170 degrees and place them in the room for your team to nuke them down. Blizzard's always said that the reward for landing a hook should be a kill, and now that's accurate. And as a side note, flex players are back in style as well. With the tank meta falling out of favor, see the loser section coming up next, tank mains are going to be less in demand than they were, and flex players can go back to playing either heals or DPS depending on the situation. And thanks to the meta, these flex players will become super important to counter a sudden strategy shift by the enemy team. Did they swap into a dive composition? Throw in some extra heals and outlive them? Are they going for a long-range sniper damage? Grab Ana to heal and counter snipe. And now for the losers bracket, leading the pack with D.Va. D.Va's changes, fueled by the sentiment that she could just do too much, hurt the former StarCraft pro massively. The changes to health versus armor means she's not nearly as protected as she was, leading to DPS and tanks alike being able to completely shred her. Even her DPS has fallen off, meaning she won't be a super viable pick in this patch except for as a tank to absorb projectiles with defense matrix. Many players felt the nerf was too much, but Blizzard will be keeping an eye on her as time moves on. Perhaps she will return to her former glory? The tank meta has also run its course as well. Thanks to tanks like D.Va being nerfed, as well as nerfs to Ana's biotic grenade, we can finally kiss the tank meta goodbye. This will lead to not only a more exciting game to play, as more people will be able to play DPS characters again, but also a more exciting game to watch. The game became somewhat stale to watch as it turned into a war of positioning and waiting for the enemy team to overextend and break their own wall of tanks with a triple and even quadruple tank meta. This should see the rise of things like dive comps, 2-on-2-on-2, and other more balanced compositions come back to the forefront, and give individual players much more of a chance to shine. And while it will be short-lived, Capture the Rooster is on the bench as well. The mode simply doesn't work as shipped, mainly because folks have a tendency toward a very campy style revolving around defensive picks like Torbjorn, Bastion, and Symmetra. While those heroes are extremely strong on the map, and good ideas for picks honestly, this leads to a few star power moments unless your entire team is able to break the defensive line, and lots of low scoring games. The main reason for this is because it takes so long to capture a flag, and that any damage you receive breaks the channel. That being said, if you must try to play it to get some free loot boxes or something, check out our previous video on the best heroes to pick for Capture the Rooster. So there you have it. Patch 1.7 brought along some really great changes for DPS and healers, but oh how the tanks have fallen in this newest episode of What Will Blizzard Break Next? Like the new patch, or is there something about it not quite right? Let me know in the comments. And please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel for continued Overwatch coverage. You're watching esports on PvP Live.